Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Knight, and you're watching News 2 Week in Review. Topping our stories tonight, police are investigating a shootout at Lagoon Housing Complex Thursday night that began around 9 p.m., according to witnesses who heard the shots. The shootout was described as a war zone. What we know so far as of Friday from the VIPD are that one person was killed and 7 were injured. One person was airlifted off island earlier today. According to police, it was in retaliation for the death of a 24-year-old who was found dead in Marley Complex earlier that day. If you have any information about this incident, please call the Criminal Investigation Bureau at 774-2211. You can call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS or call 911. Here's more from the VIPD.
Recent incident that occurred last night in the vegetable market on Prince Street in Frederiksted. Well, first of all, let me just say this. Last evening, about 9:05, we received several calls via 911 and the police department regarding quite a number of shots that were discharged in the Frederiksted area. A vehicle drove up. 3 masked individuals came out of the car and they proceeded to fire at the folks that were sitting about the market area. At that time, there was a response from the market. Someone under the market began to fire back, and obviously you have now folks getting shot from both sides. So in other words, we have 2 victims that we could identify who were participants in the robbery. We believe they were 2 of the 3 people that exited the car and opened fire on the folks underneath the market. We have 2 deceased. One, his name is Humberto Martinez, 32 years old, and the other individual is 66 years old, Albertos Baptiste.
Meanwhile, earlier in the week, another shooting that took the life of a St. Croix security guard. On November 25th, just after midnight, police responded to a report of a person down in the Richmond area by the Charles Harwood Medical Complex in Christiansted, where the modular hospital is being built. Police discovered the body of the female security guard, later identified as Kyamisha Thomas. Several spent casings were found around the body. Preliminary investigation revealed that the female was shot while at her post sometime between 11:30 and midnight and discovered by a co-worker. Thomas was working for R&T Unlimited Security Company. If you have any information on this, please call the Criminal Investigation Bureau at 778-2211, or you can call Crime Stoppers 1-800-222-TIPS or 911. Well, the Brian Roach transition team are hitting the ground running. On Wednesday, Governor-elect Albert Bryan and Lieutenant Governor-elect Tregenza Roach said that they're looking for qualified individuals to fill positions in the new administration. That will begin in January. The transition team has put up a website, www.brianroachtransition.com, for those who want to put their name in the hat. You can go to that website for more information on their transition progress. Meanwhile, here are some remarks from that presser.
The pathway forward to a brighter Virgin Islands is through a unified effort. An effort not only inclusive of each island community, but also one that is considerate to the nuances of the need that exists within each island district. For our strength lies within our unity. That is what this transition is about. And that is what both Tregenza and I will remain committed to throughout the next 4 years and beyond. A Virgin Islands government that is transparent, accountable, responsive to all the needs of Virgin Islanders. Setting the course for a brighter Virgin Islands for all is the mandate of this transition and our administration.
The election, of course, had its moments of division. And our hope is to move forward and to bring the expectation of Virgin Islanders for a change to one that is inclusive of all persons. And as a person who has come to this community and has been embraced by this community, it is so important for me to help to create a climate where people feel welcomed and feel that their contributions will be welcomed as well.
Again, that website is www.brianroachtransition.com. Well, after months of being closed off for reconstruction, Main Street finally reopened this week, and business owners are relieved. News 2's James Gardner paid Main Street stores a visit and has this report.
With Miracle and Main Street coming up, store owners in Charlotte Tamale are excited that the busy downtown area is going to be back open for motorists, who can now travel up to Tabor Garda, where they have to turn down to Waterfront. The first half of the road is paved, while the second half has a cobblestone finish. But businesses share that they are glad to be back to some kind of normalcy.
We're really happy that it's open. You know, from the time that it was closed, it really affected the business a lot, because they had signs that said that everything was closed. And so when clients and anybody else tried to come down, they saw it was closed, they saw a couple doors closed, and they just turned around and went back. Yeah, so the whole thing being dug up and the construction really affected the traffic flow.
So far it's looking good. There's a lot of progress that's being made with all the work that's being done on Main Street. Having it finally open has definitely brought us a lot more traffic, a lot more cars are rolling through, a lot less congestion, and you got a lot more taxis doing a lot more drop-offs. I think the overall, it's moving at a pace that kind of people didn't expect, but you know, on the long haul, I think we're definitely going to see a benefit on Main Street.
In a press release, the Department of Public Works said that the department, along with its contractor Island Roads Corporation, have worked to complete as much as the project prior to the beginning of the tourism busy season, which traditionally begins in December.
Well, I think it's a new fresh breath of air. I mean, it's a tourist season, and I think I was wishing that they would have opened it before the tourist season and do the work before the tourist season. And I'm very happy that they opened it on time for the tourist season.
Miracle Main Street is always good for us, and definitely we have a much nicer looking, it's not fully done, but we have a much nicer looking street for Miracle, so that'll hopefully help and bring people down here to see the improvements.
But there are a few items the business owners still think can get better.
On the front of the Main Street, they still says road is closed, which should be removed from that one. Road is open now. The taxi can come down all the way down. We really appreciate if Public Works go and remove that sign from there. Next to the Cardo, there's a big sign, road closed.
The cobblestone is really nice. The stone on the sidewalks is sometimes a little uncomfortable because it puddles up. That part is a little uncomfortable, also very uncomfortable to walk on, but the cobblestone looks beautiful. Even the stone looks nice, it's just a little uncomfortable.
57 doors were closed because of the construction. The stores are behind me, close to library area. Everybody has closed down the stores. Middle of the Main Street, you don't see any store open in the back. Unfortunately, they have gone because of the construction. But we hope they come back, and I really want to tell them when they do the sidewalks again back, they will do in the night time.
For News 2, this is James Gardner.
Coming up next, WAPA is resuming disconnections. Are you in danger of having your services cut off? Find out when we come back. Welcome back. The Water and Power Authority is resuming its monthly billing cycle starting this November, and along with that, they're issuing disconnection notices to WAPA customers who have delinquent accounts. According to WAPA spokesperson Jean Griot, those who do not pay 14 days after receiving their disconnection notices will have their services cut off. But what about WAPA customers who think they're being overbilled? Well, according to Griot, he could not say whether customers disputing their charges will have pending disconnection notices put on hold. Here's more.
not starting a new policy. We're simply resuming the disconnection policies of the VI Water and Power Authority. You know, there's a specific time period by which a bill is issued, when it becomes delinquent, when the late notice is issued to the customer, and 14 days after that, when that delinquent account becomes subject to disconnection for non-payment. If there's an issue where they believe they're overbilled, where they believe that credits weren't properly issued, whatever concerns or issues they have relative to that outstanding electric bill, they must first bring it to a customer service representative at one of our 3 customer service offices to begin the process of review. That is being addressed on a case-by-case basis. But the first step that must be taken is that they must come to a customer service office in their respective home island to discuss the status of their account.
Meanwhile, the Public Services Commission has voted to allow WAPA to pay back its $94.5 million community disaster loans. Those payments are starting in 2021, and there could be a surcharge added for ratepayers to help pay off the loan. However, PSC officials said that this does not necessarily mean that rates will go up. The savings they're anticipating from the Wärtsilä generators on St. Thomas, those are set to go online in January, and other cost-saving measures by WAPA could very well offset any surcharge for that disaster loan. The VI Department of Education has named its State Teacher of the Year. It's Kara Samuel, an intermediate computer lab teacher at Pearl B. Larson Elementary. State teacher candidates, comprised of the 2 district teachers, undergo an extensive vetting process. According to the Education Department, that vetting process includes a classroom observation session to assess their skills in various categories that include managing classroom procedures, managing student behavior, and demonstrating flexibility and responsiveness. During Samuel's 1-year tenure, she will represent the Virgin Islands public education system on the national level. She plans to champion the system's continued access to federal funding, among other causes, she said. According to Samuel, it's crucial that the VI public education system continues to receive federal funding. She also said that teaching is not about all the resources you have. It's about putting your best foot forward despite challenges or obstacles. Congratulations. Well, a local band is leveling up in its musical journey. Lourdes and the Switch is releasing a debut album full of original songs made entirely in the Virgin Islands. Their story is a familiar Virgin Islands story, one where like-minded people from all around the world meet up, collaborate, and brave Cat 5 hurricanes to accomplish great things. Here's more.
The band started a few years ago with me and my husband. We were a duo. We were playing at Fatties, the old Fatties. It's rock and soul, maybe soulful modern rock type of thing. I guess I'll start with myself. Well, I was born and raised in the Philippines. I've been in bands since I was like maybe 16 years old, but I never really fronted a band before. Nathan, he was born and raised in Ireland. He moved to Texas when he was 13. Ryan, of course, is our drummer. He's been playing since he was a young boy, and he moved down here with his sailing business called Sail with Liberty. And then John, of course, he moved from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, something like that.
The hurricane happened, and so their old guitar player wasn't able to come back. And they asked me, they gave me the opportunity to take on the big task of filling his shoes. And quite a daunting one, because this talented young woman knows like 9 million songs.
We're just about to release a brand new all-original album. It was supposed to be released last year, but hurricanes, what can you do, you know?
The album, we've been working on it since November 2016. Would have been finished the year after.
September 2017 happened. Put the kibosh on it for a while, but we finally got it out, and got all the Kickstarter backers, all their stuff and everything.
All original music, really, and it's just really a collection of songs that we've written. Super excited. I just want everybody to have it.
Definitely going to try and get out and tour this a little bit, not just within our islands and the USVI and BVI, but Puerto Rico, and hopefully sometime in 2019, possibly get up to the States.
The band's really come into its own, I feel, in the past couple of years. The band has a voice. Everybody's come miles and miles.
I don't know what the future holds, but I hope it's great. It's great news.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, if you want to catch their album release party, it's on December 7th, 7 p.m. at Chicken and Bowling. Stick around. We have a Santa on the beach already, your pet of the week, and your News 2 AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The holiday season has officially arrived in the Virgin Islands. The stores are playing Christmas music and decorations are appearing almost everywhere you look. At Cane Bay Beach on St. Croix's North Shore, a sure sign of the holidays is Santa on the beach. News 2's Gary Anthony was there for this holiday treat.
Santa made his annual visit to St. Croix's Cane Bay Beach on Sunday for the holiday favorite, Santa on the Beach. Good girls and boys of all ages lined up in the warm sand to tell Santa what they wanted for Christmas, get their picture taken, and of course, get presents. Sponsored by the Crew de Croix, with the aid of some very helpful elves, Santa gave away close to 200 gifts. It was a wonderful afternoon that included music, face painting, balloon making, and a holiday message from Santa himself.
Ho, 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 and a Merry Christmas for everyone. I hope everyone in the Virgin Islands has a wonderful and a merry and a peaceful Christmas. And this year of recovering from the storm, I hope everybody finds their home in good order, can get everything back together that they had lost, and it turns out to be just a wonderful and productive year for everyone. Merry Christmas, Virgin Islands.
There you go. And it's time for our pet of the week. This time it's a super attentive black and white bundle named Josie. She's available for adoption right now at the Humane Society of St. Thomas. Here's more information on that from Donna Nemeth, the Director of Operations at Humane Society.
Josie, come on. Josie. This is Josie. She's about 4 months old. We got her just a couple of weeks ago. She had been a stray right here in the driveway. So not sure if she was born outside or somebody dropped her off, but she is a delightful and very playful young pup. She's a little bit shy. She's really attentive to people, wants to make friends. And look at her, she's so attentive. She pays attention to you. A little bit shy to be put on the leash, but with a little bit of love and a little bit of time, she's going to be a super dog. Probably not going to get a lot larger than this.
And remember, if you're interested in any of the pets that we feature on Pet of the Week, you can call the Humane Society at 775-0599 or visit www.hsstt.com. Now let's see what the weather looks like in the next several days with your News 2 AccuWeather forecast.
Good evening. We're still looking at a pretty tranquil weather forecast. The marine forecast is what we're going to keep our eye on for today. Now, as we take you across the entire satellite here, still going to be some moisture to the north of us. As of now, that boundary still not sinking in towards the U.S. Virgin Islands nor Puerto Rico. We're seeing our best chance for moisture due to these clusters of clouds. That's going to be the best chance for some shower activity here today across the region. Outside of that, not looking at anything super heavy in terms of precipitation. We'll keep an eye on that boundary to see how far south it sinks and how far east it gets, but as of now things are looking pretty good. You can see that on the radar, not too much in the way of wet weather, those showers streaming their way towards the west. For tonight, partly cloudy with some showers out there, cooling down to 75 degrees. As we head into tomorrow, topping off at 86 degrees. Still to be some showers in spots here in St. John. Also be noticing those showers in St. Thomas with a high of 86. And then as we head into St. Croix, topping off in the upper 80s as well with some showers, partial sunshine. Overall, not a bad weekend forecast. As for your Atlantic forecast, now we're not talking about open waters for this small craft. Use caution. This is close to the island. Waves we're going to be running 4 to 6 feet for your Saturday. Winds of the east 10 to 15 knots. Now in the open waters, we do have a small craft advisory in place on the Atlantic side, as well as in towards St. Thomas, a rip current risk currently. And as we continue in the Caribbean marine forecast, 4 to 6 feet, winds out of the east 15 to 20 knots. As of now, there has not been an issued caution, but I would still use caution here because we're pretty close to the threshold and winds are picking up. Now into your extended forecast, once again, spotty showers going to be likely for your Sunday as well as Monday. Temperatures will be remaining in the upper 80s for your highs. Partly cloudy skies in between those showers for your extended forecast.
Thank you for that. Stick around. We have News 2 Sports tonight with Gary Anthony that's coming up next.
I'm Gary Anthony, and this is News 2 Sports. Play ball. It's always a great day for baseball, and for the next 4 days, St. Thomas is a baseball mecca with the Ballers in the VI. Presented by Subway and hosted by the Ball is Life Foundation, it's a 4-day community event where kids, coaches, and parents can learn from pros like Akil Morris, Jabari Blash, Jarrell Cotton, Sandel Rosendo, and Domingo Santana. The excitement kicked off this morning with a Career Day parade featuring the students, parents, and faculty of Uller Elementary School, followed by a rally on the school campus. On Saturday, there is a baseball clinic from 1 to 4 for kids 12 and under, and on Sunday, from 1 to 4, the clinic is for youngsters 13 to 18. Registration is noon to 1, or you can register online. To view all the events this weekend, visit Facebook at BLFUSVI.
We came to go on a parade with the kids. We actually came down to the islands for the Ballers in the VI Foundation, come back to give back to the kids, talk to the kids, and, have fun and bring out the community.
This is Joel J. Bellot with Ball is Life Foundation, here promoting the event. Subway presents Ballers in the VI 2018. Huge shout out for Subway for supporting the dream, supporting the vision, most important, supporting the, the kids. Alia and Beverly Petras, thank you guys very much. Thank you to all the sponsors that believed in us. Thank you for all the sponsors that made this happen. And just look around. The kids love it. His name is... The kids are here, and this is what it's all about. We encourage everybody in the community to step up to the plate and give back to the community, no matter how big or small it is. It's always about giving back. This weekend, we encourage you guys to come out. Tonight, we're actually going to be doing the lighting of the Christmas tree with partnering with VI Lottery. On Saturday, from 10 to 12, we have the Parents and Coaches Corner. 12 to 1 is going to be late registration if anyone has any kids that wants to come out. From 1 to 4 o'clock, we're going to have the 6 to 12 clinic for some of the younger kids. On Sunday, over at the Corwin Terrace Ballpark, we're going to have the 13 to 18 clinic for some of the older kids. On Mondays, we're going to finish off with a community night. We encourage everybody in the community to come out. We're going to have a great softball game followed by a pros versus Joe's home run derby. So if you guys think you could swing it with Jabari Blash and Jamori Blash and Domingo Santana, come out, prove it. We're here. Thank you guys.
From the diamond to the streets, on Sunday, St. Croix's 2018 triathlon, Beauty and the Beast, will feature over 100 triathletes swimming, biking, and running for a combined total of 70.3 miles. Today was a practice swim for many of the triathletes as they prepare for the first leg of the triathlon, the swim in Christiansted Harbor, Sunday at 7 a.m. This is the first triathlon in St. Croix since the hurricanes of 2017, and there is a lot of excitement, according to race director Scott Fricks.
Well, this will be our 30th year of triathlon on St. Croix. We're very, very pleased about that. We have a relatively small crowd, smaller than we would like, but fantastic for the first year of the new race. So it's same course, different group organizing. It's going to be a fantastic race. Everybody is so excited, particularly the people that are visiting from off island. They can't believe how well the community has come together to help us from the hurricane, recover from the hurricane. Come out and cheer people on, make signs, cheer on your favorite athletes. We will have about 160 people out running this weekend, so there'll be plenty of people to cheer on, and we need all of the local support we can get.
That's it for sports. Have a fabulous weekend.
Thank you for that, Gary. And that's it for our show tonight. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at News2VI or Instagram at TV2USVI. We want to hear from you, so tag us on any stories you want to see on the news or send us a message on Messenger. You can also email us at newsdirector@tv2.vi. Thanks again for joining us on News 2 Week in Review. I'm April Knight. We'll see you next time.